Last year, my wife's mother, who had been living independently in her home of 50 years, had a long-term care event that forced her into memory care. As a result, my wife had to make some tough decisions quickly around where she would live and ultimately decided the only option was a memory care unit. This was a big life event for my wife and her mother, and we're still navigating the financial details. After this experience, my conversation with clients is changing about planning for long-term care. Hi, I'm Marc LaRhette, the retirement guy with Stark Miller. I help clients reach their financial goals. There are several options when thinking about paying for long-term care. Depending on one's age or financial situation, we can determine the best strategy or combination of strategies. For some clients, we'll set up a dedicated long-term care fund if they have a windfall or inheritance later in life, or they have the means to self-insure for their long-term care risk. In my experience as a certified financial planner, I have found that fully insuring long-term care is out of reach for most people. As an example, when I got a quote for a long-term care insurance policy for my wife, the premium was $40,000 a year. Ouch. So we're looking at partially insuring her long-term care risk. Finally, family members often provide the bulk of long-term care. Depending on how severe the long-term care needs are, a family member may need to quit work to care for their loved one, and the loss of income has to be factored into their financial plan. Planning for long-term care, as you can see, is a complex process and can also affect the consideration of when to retire. You may need to refocus the savings that you would have spent on early retirement for long-term care later in retirement. Contact me, Marc LaRhette, the retirement guy, and we can run the numbers and plan for your appropriate long-term care plan.